Welcome in, everybody. It's the coach.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. And out will come the leader of this offense, and that, of course, is their signal caller.
And what I enjoyed watching this week when we had a chance to watch them at practice, the easy camaraderie that he has with his offense.
A lot of respect.
A lot of respect, and frankly, I thought it spilled over to the defense. I thought the defensive guys were coming over and teasing and joking with him. You can tell they respect the heck out of him and really want to play well for him.
Check, Patriot!
Now the first carry for Ronald Jones. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. The numbers on the ground for Jones last week, very, very strong, well over 100 yards.
He should get the ball early and often here, too. I mean, when you're riding the performance of last week into this game, his confidence level has to be off the charts. Go ahead and keep feeding him.
They'll look to throw. And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They're becoming a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are, and I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing. I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him, but don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
Yeah, nobody leaked. Big play. Pretty nice, aggressive run there before being brought down just inside of the 30. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
They'll look to throw here. Fuller brings it in over the middle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well. They're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help, because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, you know, how are you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
This is Jones. He will push his way down to about the 14. Chris Jones on the stop.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Throw right side, caught by O.J. Howard. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ronald Jones, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories, and you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do, and when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here are the Chiefs now coming out for their opening drive. They'll have Lamar Jackson calling the shots, the former Heisman Trophy winner from Louisville.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, and that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense and hopefully springs a receiver or 2 free.
To throw is Jackson. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Now Jackson on 2nd down, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 39, and his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And he finds Howard complete, and he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves them with 3rd down and just a yard to go. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
He'll look to throw. Hard throw, incomplete.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
Watch it now, Barney!
They'll go with the keeper, and he will push forward and pick up the 1st down. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
For those vertically challenged quarterbacks, here's a time where they will tell you it's an advantage to be a little bit on the smaller side. Able to duck in behind their offensive line and stick the ball across the imaginary yellow line for a 1st down.
Now this time he'll look to throw. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
Well, from an offense's perspective, that sure was pretty because the corner route is extremely difficult to defend from my perspective.
What we just saw there, is that sort of the evolution of the tight end position?
Yeah, I think it is because more and more tight ends are being treated like wide receivers. These are some agile players who can make a play in any spot on the field.
A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
Here's Jones. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized it.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Here we go now! Blue line it!
Now a first carry for Donnell Pumphrey. And he stopped immediately there. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin as the Chiefs in possession of the football as we begin the second quarter. They've got it 2nd and 10 to start things out. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Set! Green, 39!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. It'll be a gain of 7, and they get it back to a 3rd and 3.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
All right, here we go. 3-19!
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. And this offense trotting back onto the field. Let's turn our attention here to Ronald Jones. And he's found the end zone twice, and now I'm guessing he's thinking... So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. You talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the first half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. Let's all get together and run it and take the pressure off.
He'll look to throw. Out to the left there and complete to Howard. A good pickup there at 22.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
Here we go now. Blue line it. Blue line it.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Now that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. This will be caught at about the 6. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Detroit! Watching now, Barney! Barney!
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
The Bucs on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Back to throw. This is intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the chief linemen might have moved. Oh, jumping early from his tight end spot. Maybe trying to get a jump start on that route.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right about that. And oftentimes when you see that, that means the play call was supposed to come in his direction, and he was eager to go catch a pass.
Green, 39! Green!
And they'll run it here. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Tackle made that time by Vita Vea.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now let's go! Green, 39! Green!
Jackson now down around his goal line. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Set! Blue, landing!
On third down, Jackson. Forced out to his left. He may try and run for this. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a fourth down situation.
I like this effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the first down. Fielded just inside the 30. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Buccaneer offense will be set up well as they take over. And this offense trotting back onto the field. Let's turn our attention here to Ronald Jones. Those are his numbers through roughly the first half of the season, and given that, you'd have to think he's on pace for a 1,000-yard campaign.
Steady as he goes. Steady goes the offense. But you know what else is happening, too, because they are a team now recognized with the ability to run the football. You've got to be able to throw it better now, right? Better throwing lanes, better opportunities for the guys downfield, maybe more one-up.
He's got it with the 15. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Will Fuller, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. That's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long, man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
Catanzaro out now as he'll kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement down on the scoreboard. Maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but the bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
Well, they haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they? Caught, Kelsey, left side. And even with that broken tackle, can't get very far. Stops short of the 30. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. Two minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Tampa after this timeout. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A big play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead. Down 3 scores already. This game was really in danger of getting away from them. They needed a drive like that, especially on the road.
Not only to calm themselves, but maybe tamp down the crowd a little bit, because everything was against them. As you noted, this game could have gotten away from them very easily, but instead, the calming drive. Now they have a little bit more confidence. Okay, we're back in it. All right, we're ready to go. That was impressive.
And the defense now needs to reciprocate. This is fielded at the goal line. Touchdown, Tampa Bay! As his guys are in for 6. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. Such an electric play, so much fun to watch, and you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork, to be able to put it all together. But that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
Extra point up and good by Catanzaro. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Chiefs offense and Tyreek Hill heading back out onto the field. You better believe that he's well aware he has 0 catches right now, and they're losing, so he's probably a little hungry.
And you know the guys on defense are aware as well. And they're really excited that he has no catches, but they're also worried because a lot of times that's like the ticking time bomb. The longer you hold him down, when he finally explodes, look out.
Yeah, no catches, though, so far in this game. Jackson on first down. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. His favorite target, Travis Kelsey, the intended receiver. And it's second down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. And his throw is incomplete.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll run it now with Pumphrey. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. A pretty good effort there, 9 yards, but not enough. We'll likely see the punt. Team now on 4th down. Here's Dustin Colquhoun now as he's on to punt for Kansas City. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Our first update now comes from Atlanta, and it's the NFC champs, the Falcons, that have moved down to an early advantage. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And a stoppage here. A timeout before this 3rd down play takes place, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9.
Here we go now. Blue line it.
From the gun, Jackson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Now Jackson on first down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
3-19.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. They should have got more out of that, though. He was wide open.
I love how emphatic you are with that call, because that's exactly what I was thinking. Wide open in the flat. Give him a ball that he can use to get upfield with, not just catch and go over the sideline. They cost themselves some yardage there.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39.
To throw again is Jackson. And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelsey, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer.
Is under review. After review of the play,
Butker now to add the extra point.
Stands.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that cuts the lead to 28-14. Butker now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Clock at 20 seconds to go in the half as they come up 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at 2nd down. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Throw left side complete. That's Fuller. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. This is I'm doing it now. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Here we go now.
On 2nd down, Jackson. They're going deep for Hill. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Extra point right down the middle. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. Butker now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
They'll look to throw. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And this is caught by Evans. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule.
Leopard!
On second down, it's Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. They'll look to throw here on first down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't he?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime you didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. This quarterback now 11 of 17 passing thus far. He's got his guys a 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39.
Throwing is Jackson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Only 3 there on the screen. It's 2nd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. On 2nd down, here's Jackson. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. They have certainly looked his way in this third quarter. Another catch, and it's good for a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. And it's caught. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Well, he does have one touchdown in the game already, and while this one won't go for 6, it's enough to get him first and goal. But you and I both know he's going to be a little upset he didn't cross the goal line for a second time in this one.
Might want the ball here on the next play. Here's Jackson. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
And this offense trotting back onto the field. Let's turn our attention here to Ronald Jones. He is knocking on the door for 100 yards in this ball game.
And it's so important. It doesn't seem like it's that big of a deal. Just short of it, a little bit over. A little bit over feels better to everyone. Offensive line, running back, team totals. Just something magical about breaking that barrier.
He's right there on the doorstep now. Drops it to Jones in the flat. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll bring up second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's second and 4.
Patriot! Watch him now, Barney!
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Watch him now, Barney!
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Call it a gain of 10, and they pick up the first.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
He'll look to throw. And he fires one incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
They'll drop to throw. Man open right side, it's Rodgers. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Back now here on EA Sports. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going for this thing on fourth down. They'll try and sneak it here. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on fourth.
Partner, so much of this game is about the eyes, and in this case, the defense was keying on the running back's eyes. Surprise, they should have been keying on the quarterback. He picks up the first down on a sneak.
And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, Those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw here. And a catch right side by Evans. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another 1st down.
When Mike Evans sees man coverage, I don't think he's the only guy who gets excited. I'll guarantee the guy throwing the ball does, because guess what? He's got a lot of options about where to place it because of Mike Evans' size and frame.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal.
No, check, Patriots!
Now Jones. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. He's going to get it running right, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs are going to take the lead. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, do a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City 1st down.
And that's understanding where the markers are, because it's not just running to them. Because on the catch, you can actually be pushed back before the 1st down. It's getting past it and allowing that opportunity to drip back towards the 1st down line and still having picked it up. Really well run.
To throw is Jackson. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Well, any caused incompletion is good for a defense. But when you add to it, you get a little hit on the quarterback, knock him to the ground, make him think a little bit, hopefully knock him off his game, especially in a game of this magnitude, this tight in the 4th quarter. Got to feel pretty good as a defense.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. On target over the middle to Hill. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him? Double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
And Jackson throwing once more. He is going to find Hill here. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
False start, offense.
The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
All right, here we go. 319. 319.
Jackson will throw again. And Hill with it over the middle. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completion.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Back to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A gain of 4 on the play, and that's going to bring up the 4th down. They'll look to throw, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Buccaneers defense holds, and they get the football back. The D brought the house. They called the blitz, and they get to the quarterback, overwhelming the O-line.
And I would love to know, and we'll find out later on, was that called before the play? Or did they audible into it? Because defenses change plays as well as offenses. Sometimes they get the set they want. They go right to the blitz. And in this case, they nailed it. Got right to the quarterback. No chance on that 4th down.
Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Looking deep downfield. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
So 2nd in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker.
Here we go now. Blue line it. Blue line it.
Back to throw. He gets away from one. Now they go screen. It's complete. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Only a gain of a yard there, but it indeed gets him a new set of downs. He's back to throw. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Here we go now. Blue line it.
He'll look to throw. Being chased out left. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down. The Chiefs will try and get to the line quickly. Throwing now is Jackson. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Give him 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. Now Jackson. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as he'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Jackson to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Now let's go. Blue line it.
Here's Jackson. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over. Well, no doubt an electrifying finish to have it down inside the 10-yard line. That final shot, though, they couldn't get it in the end zone, and that's all she wrote.
And they had the final shot. The last snap taken that close to the end zone. They don't get it in, so they'll regret that. But flip it over, making a stand in that portion of the field, congratulations to them.
So for the Bucs, they fall a game under 500 now at 3 up and 4 down. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as